A pleasant day to each and everyone. So, for today's session, we will be discussing our first topic for culinary nutrition. So, we will be discussing the first lesson, which is all about the introduction to nutrition. So, today is September 2, 2024. So, let's start with our session. So, our learning objectives for today, of course, at the end of the session, the students must be able to identify nutrition, define nutritional goals, and lastly, classifying nutrients by composition. Okay, so next slide. So, here we go. So, as part of the introduction, so when we say nutrition, this is the term that is derived from the word nourish, which implies the food consumed by us and all the reactions through which it is utilized for physical growth, energy, and better health. And according also to the second definition, nutrition plays an important role in healthy living and prevention of diseases. Do you agree with that? Of course. And last definition, nutrition is most important indicator in determining the health status of an individual, family, community, and the nation. So as we can see here from the definition, we have the word nourish. So from the word nutrition, nourish generally means to provide food or other substances necessary for growth. Okay, what else? Necessary for health, necessary for the good condition of a person. And sometimes it can also refer now to what? To provide support or encouragement to a person. Why? As in nourishing a relationship or an idea, we need to support each aspect. Okay? So, in a broader sense, kung mapapansin natin, nourishment can include anything that sustains or supports life. What else? Supports energy, or it can be the well-being, whether it is emotional or is spiritual. Diba? Ang haba ng explanation natin sa salitang nourish if we will relate this one sa nutrition. Okay? So, next we have the definition. So, it says here, nutrition is the study of food and nourishment. Okay? So, this is although the scientific study of food and nourishment, including food composition, dietary guidelines, and the roles that various nutrients have in maintaining health. So, dito pa rin talaga klase hindi mawawala yung word natin na nourishment. And that nourishment, of course, is coming from the food we intake. 'Di ba? So, everyday nagkukonsume tayo ng pagkain, right? So, lahat ng ini-intake natin, lahat yan may nourishment. But some of the list ng pagkain, we cannot say 100% it gives nutrients to our body so that we can sustain or it can sustain our life, no, our energy and so on, kasi hindi naman lahat ng pagkain din is nutritious, though they have nutrients of course, pero mapapansin natin hindi lahat healthy items, no. And what else? So, sa nutrition din, as we can see from the definition, the food composition includes, okay, meron ding mga dietary guidelines. Ano ba yung food composition? Are you familiar with that? Siyempre, makikita lang din natin yan sa mga pagkain, no? Na pinaprepare or binibili or ini-intake natin. So, when we say food composition class, it is referring to the types or amounts of nutrients found in different foods. Okay? So, pwede nating sabihin, ito bang pagkain na to, may carbohydrates ba siya? Rich in proteins ba ito? Rich in fats? Meron ba tong vitamins? May minerals and so on. And that is the food composition. And when we say dietary guidelines, ano naman siya? Familiar ba kayo when we say dietary guidelines? So of course, this is the evidence base, which is referring to the recommendations that is designed to help people to make them healthy in partaking food, both food and beverage. So that this is part of their choices, no? So from these dietary guidelines, the intention of this is of course to promote what? The overall health of a person. Kanina, dinefine natin to avoid diseases. So, itong dietary guidelines, okay, nagpo-promote din siya to promote, to prevent any chronic diseases na pwedeng magkaroon ng isang tao. Okay? So that, mamimit natin at the end of the day, yung nutritional needs na sinasabi na need ng isang tao. So, these guidelines are typically developed by the government, yung mga health agencies, or yung mga international health organizations, no? They are they are updated periodically based on the latest scientific research. So kailangan nilang i-monitor 'yan para ma-assess, no, yung needs ng tao when it comes sa health related to the food that they need to intake every day. Okay? Pero naniniwala rin naman ako na ang tao, they know whether it is nutritious or not. Minsan, nasa tao na lang din talaga. Kaya nagkakaroon minsan tayo ng sakit, no? Sabi nga nila, lahat ng sobrang pagkain na bawal, no, is nakakasama naman talaga sa katawan. Even without the presence of those international health organizations para i-promote, ikaw mismo bilang tao, you know that already eh. Alam mo kung ano yung i-intake mo or ano yung hindi. Pero, hindi kasi sa atin nawawala minsan na minsan lang naman eh. Tikman ko lang naman. Pero, pag natikman natin yung pagkain and then we know already that this is not a healthy food, eh kasi masarap eh, komportable ka doon, hindi mo napapansin, napapadami na pala yung amount or quantity na kinakain mo. So, doon na pumapasok yung pwede tayong magkaroon ng iba't ibang diseases. Okay? So, what else? Ayan, so we have also the nutritional goals. Meron tayong dalawang NG dito, which is the quality and the quantity. So when we say quality intake that allows you to function at your best and promotes health. Intake that provides adequate levels of each nutrient. So, bakit siya naging part ng nutritional goal? Bakit may quality and quantity? Okay? Ano bang meaning when we say nutritional goals and then the first category is the quality? Ano bang nire-refer nito? It says here, it intakes that allows you to function at your best and promotes health. And then yung pangalawang definition, it provides adequate levels of each nutrient. So meaning to say, makikita natin that how effective, no, that that is specific food sa katawan ng tao para ma-support yung health and well-being niya. And to be specific, ano yung dietary needs na kailangan ng isang tao para makita natin mismo or matestify natin sa mismong taong yon that he or she is healthy. Natandaan nyo, pinagawa ko kayo ng quotation. No? May nabasa ako doon, you are what you eat. No? May isang quotation doon na gumawa, you are what you eat. So meaning to say, whatever you partake, okay, yun din yung nagdidictate sa kung anong kinalalabasan ng ating health or well-being. So, yung high-quality nutritional goals natin, achievable yan based on the nutritional principles. So, ibig sabihin, based din sa knowledge, based din sa understanding ng isang tao on how he or she will take that food. Do you get my point? Okay? So, quality means the dietary needs, no, na kailangan ng katawan ng isang tao. Okay, so kapag sinabi natin quality food, ano ba yan? Siyempre, kung i-compare natin, if you will buy fast food, no, na mga meals, compare natin sa lutong bahay, syempre, mas healthy yung lutong bahay. Bakit? Pwede tayong pwede tayong mag-conceptualize, no, ng mga food na iluluto natin, which is nutritious, no? Halimbawa, you will cook simple pinakbet. Kahit anong ingredients pwede mong ilagay dyan, kahit lahat pa ng gulay sa bahay kubo, no? Ilagay natin dyan. Pero kapag bumili ka ng pinakbet, halimbawa, it can be sa restaurant or pwedeng sa mga karinderya or somewhere na nag-offer ng ganyang pagkain, hindi naman lahat ng gulay sa bahay kubo possible na nandun. Example lang natin na lahat ng gulay sa bahay kubo nandun. So, ayun yung nakikita nating dietary need, no? Lalo na kung ikaw, mahilig ka sa gulay, at kahit pinakbet yan, lahat gusto mong ilagay. Pwede sana kung sa bahay mo siya i-prepare. And that is quality food. Okay? Parang sabi nila, once you choose food, dapat real talaga. Real food. Meaning, wala tayong dinaya sa ingredients. Okay? Wala tayong binawas. It is something na food preparation na talagang not just the satisfaction Okay? Yung katawan mismo ng tao is kayang mag-adapt based dun sa kinain mo. Okay? So, quantity of intake that promotes a healthy body weight. Okay? Ito naman yung sa quantity natin. Intake that promotes a healthy body weight. So, ano naman yung natin dito, quantity? Do you have any idea? Okay? So, when we say quantity nutritional goals, it focus on what? Specific amount of food, or it can be nutrients or the calories an individual aims to consume or to meet their health and nutritional needs. So, yung quantity naman is of course yung dami ng pwede mong intake. Balik tayo kanina sa pinakbet para hindi tayo maligaw. So, yung pinakbet, syempre, lutong bahay, nag-prepare ka, isang kaldero, no? But it doesn't mean you need to consume isang kalderong pinakbet o ubusin mo. Good for one serving lang. So, meaning to say, you need to balance the amount of pinakbet na pwede mong kainin, lalo na kung good for one meal lang. So, yung 1 cup or 1 saucer, pwede na yun. Good for one serving. Okay, sa isang tao. So, ito yung gusto kong makita ninyo na when it comes to the amount naman na ini-intake natin from the food, is kailangan magbabalanse siya para maging balance din at the end of the day yung weight natin. Kaya nga, di ba, maraming sorry matamaan, no? Maraming mga obese, ang daming matataba. Pag chinek yung BMI, parang hindi akma sa height, sa weight, no? Kasi yung amount ng kinakain nila, hindi balance. So this is the second nutritional goals natin aside from the quality is yung quantity. Okay? So what else? Classifying nutrients by composition. So, hinahati to class or divided into two. We have the organic or inorganic nutrients. So, organic nutrients contain carbon, like carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and vitamins. Okay? So, organic nutrients. Okay, why is it says na ang nutrients is divided into two, which is may organic or inorganic pa. Okay? Kasi when we say organic nutrients, of course, according to the definition, it contains carbon, that are vital for life. So, kailangan din ng katawan ng tao. So, this includes what? Yung macronutrients, such as, ito yung mga na-mention natin from carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and vitamins. At itong mga nutrients na to class, they are essential because of what? Aside from they play various critical roles in the body, including providing energy and repairing and building tissues, no? It support also the metabolic processes. So parang yung process ng metabolism, kung paano nadadigest, no, or paano natutunaw or nadadissolve lahat ng kinain natin in a day. So we need the presence of the organic nutrients, no? Kasi hindi magpa-process yung metabolism natin if walang organic nutrients tayong ini-intake. Or there are times naman na ang bagal ng metabolism natin. Maybe may mga pagkain tayong hindi nag-contain ng organic nutrients, which is ito yung mga ano natin, rich in carbo, rich in lipids or fats, ayan, and rich in proteins and vitamins. So, need pala siya ng ating katawan. Okay? So, when we say inorganic nutrients naman, ito yung vice versa sila, do not contain carbon. So, example, we have the minerals and water. So, kung yung isa from the metabolic processes or metabolism, yung naitutulong ng mga organic nutrients na yan, etong inorganic, ano namang nagiging contribution niya sa body and also to the health of a person? Ano sa tingin nyo? Meron ba siyang contribution? 'Di ba? Tayo, kahit wala tayong kinakain, no? Or nalipasan man, yung water hindi mawawala yan sa list natin. Talagang ito hindi tayo kailangan or hindi tayo paalalahanan ng kahit sino man. Basta water, maramdaman nating nauuhaw tayo, ayan, kailangan natin siyang intake. Because organic nutrients are, of course, essential. Mahalaga siya, di ba? And mapapansin natin, these are the typical nutrients primarily include, no, those food that includes liquid, which is the minerals and also the water. Okay? Unlike sa organic nutrients, like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and vitamins, wala siyang content ng water. Okay? So, meaning solid. So, inorganic nutrients are not derived from living organism and do not provide energy, but they are vital for maintaining health, supporting bodily functions, and facilitating biochemical reactions. Okay? So, dito naman papasok yung kanina micronutrients sa organic. Ito yung mga macronutrients or yung mga macrominerals that is needed by the body na kailangan larger amount yung i-intake mo nito. Kung kanina sa pinakbet, amount lang, no, portion lang, sinasabi ko kanina, pero pagdating sa inorganic nutrients, mas malaki daw yung percentage or yung portion nito na kailangan ma-intake ng isang tao, okay, that is needed by his or her body. Okay? Para kasi yung if you will bake a cake or if you will make a bread, hindi naman pwedeng solid ingredients lang yung magkakasama para ka makapag-bake ng bread or cake. Ano yung mga solid ingredients natin? Flour, bread flour, sugar, may salt, may baking powder. Paano mabubuo yan without the presence of liquid? Can be water, pwedeng fresh milk, ano pa? Vanilla, 'di ba? So, kailangan, meron pa ring liquid na ilalagay dun para mabuo mo siya. Yung tinapay or yung cake. So, ganun din sa katawan ng tao. So, if we have the organic nutrient, yung inorganic, present din dapat siya. Pero, ang kaibahan, mas larger portion dapat or mas lamang para mas maintindihan nyo. Itong do not contain carbon. Okay? So, food choices. Eto na. So, sa food choices natin, no, lahat tayo, balikan natin yung survey natin. May question tayo dong nilagay na kung ano yung mga preference ng mga senior high school students. Okay? And then, maraming lumabas na answer. Yung iba, preference nila, junk foods, fast food chain, vegetables, and so on. Because one of the principle of a person pagdating sa food choices is syempre hindi mawawala yung personal preference. Okay? Ano ba yung personal preference natin pagdating sa food choices? Okay, ito yung specific likes mo. Okay? Ano yung specific na dislike mo pagdating sa pagkain? Halimbawa, si Ma'am Steph, interested ako lahat ng klase ng sweets. So, mas lamang sa akin mga desserts. And that's my preference. Ano naman yung mga ayaw ko? Yung mga salty food. Yan. Hindi ako masyadong fond of eating salty food. And ano pa yung mga preferences natin? Okay? Aside from that, yung luto. Paano siya, ano yung way or method of cooking. Say for example, may personal preference para sa food na gusto ko. Mas gusto ko yung ini-steam lang halimbawa yung vegetables compare sa ginigisa siya sa mantika or inilalaga. Mas gusto ko steam lang. And that's my personal preference pagdating sa pagkain, specifically sa method. Okay? What else? Food choices, it affects habit. Okay? Ano naman yung habit? Okay, this is something to do with your routine or yung practice mo. So, for example, every morning, umiinom talaga tayo ng hot chocolate or Milo or hot coffee. Okay? And then sa gabi, magmi-milk ka naman. Fresh milk bago matulog para mas makatulog daw ng mahimbing, sabi nila. Okay? And then lunch, more of fresh juices ka naman. And that is the behavior or practice pagdating sa pag-intake mo ng pagkain. Okay? So, alam mo na, hindi na kailangang manghula kung ano yung iinumin mo from morning up to evening kasi it's part already of your routine. So, how about the ethnic heritage? Naman yung ethnic heritage or tradition. O, kasali pala to sa sa food choices, ethnic heritage or tradition. Ano naman yung nakita natin dito? It refers to the beliefs and values or cultural expressions that sabihin na natin that are passed down from generation to generation, no? So for example, one of the values and beliefs ninyo during Christmas season, magpapatay ng manok, no? Okay? And ititinola, lalagyan ng sabaw yung manok na native. Kasi meron kayong mga kasabihan na kapag halimbawa, every Christmas, magpapatay tayo ng manok and sasabawan is swerte yon sa darating na bagong taon. Diba? Or pagtatapos ng taon. So, yun yung pwede nating maibigay na samples na hindi siya nawawala. Yung food choices natin, once we have event, hindi lang Christmas, pag may event or may celebration, you need to practice that. Okay? So, that is part of the cultural practices. Okay, and what else? Meron din tayong social interactions. Okay. So, ano naman yung social interactions? It refers to what? It is the or related to the settings, various settings. Anong settings, ma'am? Ano po yung minimin nating settings dito? So, when we say social interactions, play a crucial role in personal development. So, meaning to say, halimbawa si Ma'am Steph, no? I have a friend that is fond of eating kimchi. Yan. And then, because friend ko siya, tagal naming magkasama, lagi kaming sabay mag-lunch after ng aming mga klase. So, nagiging choice ko na din ang pagkain ng kimchi kahit hindi ko naman siya habit or hindi ko naman talaga siya gusto. But since you need to engage to other people, nagkakaroon ka tuloy ng adaptation doon pagdating sa choices of food na yung hindi mo gusto, nagugustuhan mo na din. Hindi mo namamalayan, favorite mo na din pala. Okay? So that is social interaction. And then we have also the availability, the convenience, and economy. So dito naman, say for example, lalo na ngayon, uso ang bagyo, uso ang suspension. Nakapahinga kayo ngayon? Okay? Monday, walang pasok. Okay? So, di ba there are times sarado ang market? Lalo na pag super typhoon, wala na talagang mabilan sa palengke. Even grocery, close. Or hindi lang typhoon, pandemic din, di ba? Wala halos tayong mapuntahang mabibila ng mga goods. So, anong nagiging natin? Kung ano na lang ang available. For example, available na ayuda. Okay? Sardines, Lucky Me, no? Pansit Canton. Ay, nagbigay ba ng bibigay ba ng ham during that time and tender juicy hotdog? Parang wala. Puro sardinas, no? Swerte mo kung may century tuna. Ayan. So, kung ano na lang yung present sa table, yun na lang yung i-intake natin. Or, there are times, sa convenience naman, you don't have enough time to cook kasi busy person ka eh. Or wala na talagang chance makapag-prepare dahil di ka rin marunong mag-prepare ng food or magluto. So ngayon, gagawin mo, as part of the food choices, is bibili ka na lang ng ready-to-eat food. Okay? So kung ano din yung available na mabibili mo, na sa tingin mo, mabubusog ka at makakain mo, yun na lang yung magiging choice mo sa pagkain na yon. Okay? And yung economy, there are times naman kung ano yung in demand ngayon. Say for example, medyo bumaba ang presyo ng cabbage. Yan. So, may tendency, marami kang biling cabbage, no? Habang mura pa, inaano mo siya. Sinasamantala mo, no? Kasi baka bukas o susunod na linggo, iba na ang pricing niyan. So, nakaka-affect dun sa food choices mo. So, naging mahilig ka tuloy sa cabbage ng iba't ibang klase ng menu. No? Dahil yun yung available at sa tingin mo mura at kaya ng budget. And then, we have also the positive and negative associations. Ano yung positive and negative associations natin, class? Do you have any idea po? How I wish naririnig ko kayo. No? Okay. Ano yung positive and negative association natin? It is something to do with may bumubulong, may nagsasalita. Okay, referring to the way in which a certain stimuli experiences or behaviors are linked to favorable or unfavorable feelings and outcomes. So, ito na. Makaka-relate kayo lahat. Diba? There are times ba na if you're stressed, gusto mong kumain ng kumain. O si Ma'am Step lang nakaka-relate dyan and other teachers now. If maraming kailangan tapusin at maraming kailangan gawin, or sometimes sa part ninyo ipagod kayo, or kung hindi naman pagod, wala kayong magawa. It affects our feelings. So whatever na gusto mong kainin o tikman, i-avail mo yan. Bibilin mo siya. Okay? And that's the positive and negative. So naging positive siya kasi yung cravings mo na nasunod mo, Pero yung negative, you don't know if yung amount and then the quality, balikan natin kanina, is okay. Diba? Anong okay, ma'am? Mamaya, sumobra ka naman na sa kain ng sweets. Okay? And then, yung speaking with the quantity, yung quality naman, ano bang klaseng sweets yung binili mo? Baka nakadalawang balot ka na na lollipop. Do you get that point? Ayan. I hope naman wala na sa inyong nag-lollipop na candy, no? Ayan. Okay, so next is emotional comfort. Ano naman yung emotional comfort? Ano yung emotional comfort natin? It's part of the food choices. It is something to do with, this is the sense or reassurance of, or safety of the well-being. Okay, so it involves both internal and external factors that contribute to individuals' emotional stability and satisfaction. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, para siyang um, magkasama nitong positive and negative association and emotional comfort. Okay? So, yung food choices mo, you know already, ang ano dito yung feelings and mental kasama yung mental. Yung alam mong makakapag-pamper sa'yo na food. Okay? Not just to satisfy your cravings Gusto mo lang siyang gusto mo lang siyang makita or gusto mo lang puntahan halimbawa yung store na yun. You will visit a milk tea shop. Okay? Because you're sad. Or sometimes because you are happy. Pero hindi mo talaga siya gustong i-intake. You just want to see, no? Yung the way, paano ginawa, yung itsura lang niya, ano ka lang sa appearance, and that's the difference between the two. Okay? Parang, ang sinasatisfy natin is not the cravings lang ng yung pagkain. Yung emotions lang natin, yung kailangan nating ma-fulfill. That's why, binibili natin siya pero hindi naman kakainin. May experience ba kayong ganun? Binili nyo pero parang wala naman kayong ganang kainin. Or inuwi nyo na sa bahay, no? Dahil binili nyo siya sa grocery. Pagdating sa bahay, hindi ko pa siya feel kainin ngayon, bukas na nga lang. No? So, nag-iiba yung emotions natin. So, nagkakaroon tayo ng chance to check if whether that food is gusto ba natin talaga or hindi. Okay? Pero at the end of the day, since food choices ang pinag-uusapan natin, babalik ka pa rin kakainin mo pa rin siya, pero hindi na yung time na yun. And that's for your comfort. Okay? Ayan. And then we have also the values. So, when we say values, it refers to or referring to, ayan, naririnig pa ba ako? Meron pa ba? Ayan. Medyo yung aking internet connection. Ayan. So, yung values, excuse, it is something to do with what? The way you will guide yourself, of course. Okay? So, it's individual's decision. Decision mo bang bumili ng junk food or hindi? Decided ka bang bumili ng sandwich or burger? Okay? Ano pa ba? Gusto ko ba ng sagugulaman or magmamango shake ako or buko juice na lang? So, you need to guide yourself. Pero nasa period ka ng you are assessing both or more than 2 food items pa nga sometimes yung iniisip mo para makita mo ano ba talaga yung gusto kong kainin. Diba? Minsan tayo ganito tumatagal, hindi mo talaga alam. Minsan hindi mag-function yung mind natin, no? Ano ba talagang kakainin ko? And then at the end, parang wala na akong gana. So you need to guide yourself in order for you to know what food you want to eat. Okay? And body weight and image. So, food choices, part din syempre yung ina-assess din natin if makakataba ba 'to, 'no? Baka 'pag nag-intake ako ng marami nito, bukas 100 kilo na ako. May mga gano'n, eh, 'di ba? Or itong chocolate na 'to, ang lakas nito lakas nito makataba. Yung mga Sangyupsala na yun na 199. Okay? Baka 'pag kumain lang tayo ngayon, feeling ko bukas hindi ko na mai-lock yung pants ko or di na kasya yung ano ko, yung damit ko. Okay? So ngayon, tinitingnan mo ngayon yung body image mo. Or mas gusto mo ng mas healthy kasi gusto mo mag-maintain ng katawan mo. Okay? Para physically fit ka. Okay? So, yun yung tinutukoy natin dito. Okay? So, I guess this is the last slide and this is the end of our session for today. So, on Tuesday, get ready sa group activity natin. So, kung anong group natin sa laboratory, yun din po. We don't have yet the laboratory pa this coming Tuesday. Instead, we will have our group activity. So, make sure to have your own laptop and you have your internet connection for your group activity. So, 1 laptop per group. Okay? So, avoid siguro yung maghiraman kasi pag naghiraman, baka hindi matapos sa session natin on Tuesday. So, mas maganda, every group must have their laptop and, of course, net connection. Okay? That's all for today. Thank you for listening and have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.